Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot, and welcome back to our pick a card. So today's topic should be interesting. It is, what are you manifesting? So I know this topic has been done by other readers, but I've never personally done it, and I'm going to be looking into possibly both positive and or negative things that could be manifesting. So we'll get that, and we'll get advice for both probably. And for today's choices, I have these cute little jars, and I put different things inside of the jars, and I'll show you each one up close so that you can make your selection. Thank you to all of you who have joined the Facebook group. It's just a thing I started to have some extra support. The link is below in case you're interested. And remember that this is a general reading. The info for the personal reading is below as well as always, and there should still be some slots open for November, I believe. Okay. So let's look at the choices here. The timestamps are below. Okay, this here is going to be group number 1, the jar with the little charms in it. Okay. Can't really see it too well with my tablet, but that's group number 1. And this here is group number 2. This is the salt. This is group number 3. So this is the herbs, specifically purification herbs. Okay. And finally, group number 4, this is the black candle wax pieces. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, so that's group number 4. So just take as much time as you need. Just go with your gut. If ever something doesn't call to you in any video, that's fine. You know, it may not be the time to receive the messages, but all of my videos, except for the ones that specify otherwise, all of them are timeless. Okay, so just take a breath, make your choice, and then I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is the little jar of charms. So since I've never done this before, I'm not sure if I should separate the positive and negative for this. So let's just kind of go with the flow. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, please. Our charms group and the energies for them, especially what are they manifesting, please, and thank you. Please provide us clear guided messages for group 1. Okay, so let me try to just ask the question. Spirit, for group number 1, in whatever way we need to know about, can you tell us, what are they currently manifesting? What are they manifesting? What is becoming real for them? What are they putting energy towards? And what will become real for them and manifest in the 3D? Okay, so Page of Cups. Let's see, I need a little more. Spirit, what are they manifesting? Group 1, Charms group, what are they manifesting? Okay, that's really an interesting mix. So maybe it's going to be sort of like combined. I'm not honestly sure. But you got the Page of Cups, then you got the 4 of Wands, and then you got the 10 of Swords. So at first it looks like you're manifesting some kind of peace. Okay, so currently, I don't know if you've been doing this for a while or it's just because of something painful that has happened in the last couple days, maybe like in the recent, but it looks like you're specifically manifesting right now some kind of peace. Could be with a direct other person that you're dealing with. it's peace, you're also manifesting some type of harmony. If it's not resonating that it's a person directly, this also could just be within your environment. So if your home is a particularly, maybe like a little bit of a chaotic place or negative place, you could also be manifesting that, whether it's inside of your current home, or if you want to up and leave entirely, then it would be in your new home. Okay, so it does kind of seem like that's the case because of the Ten of Swords, showing that there has been some recent pains and cycles, you know, just some sort of unrest. Spirit, can you please tell us more? What I think this is your positive that you're manifesting. When I say negative manifestation, I think I just mean negative sort of thoughts that we feed into, and we're unintentionally manifesting something negative. So we'll get an advice about that. It's important to look at both, I think. Spirit, can you tell us more about what positive things are they manifesting, or positive energy? Group one. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I think another thing that you're manifesting is movement. So yeah, I was drawn to this Six of Swords at the bottom. I am noticing the Five of Pentacles here. This all, to me, it feels like movement. Although it does feel kind of slow, because, you know, you have the slowest knight here, the Knight of Pentacles. I think that you're manifesting your way out of something. And you know what's funny about that? I think this is happening in the subconscious. This Knight of Pentacles energy, although a lot of you may feel it's obvious, some of you may feel like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about it consciously, it's obvious that I'm trying to walk away from something, but I'm feeling that you're actually manifesting on a deeper level some kind of movement away from something that you're not aware of yet. Can you tell us what this could be? What are they moving away towards, or wanting to move away towards? Well, it's something, I mean, it could be the energy itself of sadness, depression, loss, again, cycles. But it also could just simply be a situation that's making you feel that way. So either one. And then on the bottom, we can see that as well. Eight of Swords. There's like a captivity here. You're trying to gain freedom. Again, I don't think that you're entirely aware of this piece over here. So what that tells me is that there could be some mixed feelings here for you. So this is tricky. Try to consider on a conscious level, right? What is obvious to you? This means like you're aware of it, you think about it, it's in your face, it's right there, right? So that could be one feeling. But then an entirely new feeling on a very deep level could surface if you begin to bring it to the surface. So you have to kind of speak to your subconscious and say, please let me be aware of these feelings that may be under the radar right now, or just like unseen, because I can see again that you're trying to move away towards something, but it's just not quite ready yet. It's not ripe yet. There's something that you're still not entirely clearly visible on, you know? Can you tell us more of anything so far? And then we'll get another message for you. Okay, some of you, if you have been dealing with another person, someone close to you, connected at the soul level, there is some type of there can be some type of a blockage or resistance here with this situation. So what are they manifesting with this, please? What are they manifesting with this? Okay, it's the same answer as before. It does look like that you're manifesting some sort of either movement away from the stress, away from this anxiety, could be away from the person depending on your situation, right? But all in all, you are manifesting your way. And I would add, I think that this is a successful manifestation. I think you just have to keep going with this. And what you could do to strengthen this manifestation is you could write it down, speak it aloud as an intention. I'll end up saying that to all of the groups because that's just how I do it. With manifesting. If you guys know better ways to manifest, please let me know and let us know, because I'm not an expert or anything like that, but that's just kind of how I do things. Okay, So that's pretty clear to me. I got a little bit of an idea of what you're dealing with. Is there anything, Spirit, that we need to know with like any unintentional negative manifestations? Is there anything that they're negatively manifesting that they need to know about before it gets stronger? Okay, this is really, really interesting and actually pretty complex as I'm seeing it come out. You got the Eight of Swords again, and then you got the Emperor. So here's how it works. Well, at least from what I'm seeing, okay? If you feed this negativity, especially through, like, let's say, restrictive or limiting beliefs about yourself and your situation, you may end up unintentionally manifesting more captivity and the inability to really move, like to budge. The Emperor is quite rigid, especially from how I'm seeing here, and it's like shadow aspect, I guess. So it's gonna keep you stuck in this really rigid cement box. So be very careful. Again, the way that I look at things is the more that we feed that energy through the beliefs, the thoughts, any kind of energy work, or even visualizations, whatever kind of energy we put towards it, it will strengthen. And so if you don't take a look at this now, you know, there is a bit of that risk of it turning, basically becoming real. What else do we need to know? Are they unintentionally manifesting anything negative for themselves or anything, for anything in their lives? I always like doing new topics because I never know what I'm going to find. And Spirit always surprises me. Okay, so you did get the Four of Pentacles again. So that was over here next to the Lover's card. So as you can see, group one, it's pretty much the same message. And I would even add, Spirit is giving you a bit of a warning. And don't worry, because that's everybody in this topics, in this reading today, is everybody is going to get a friendly advisory, a warning, that if you continue to feed that energy stream, again, whether it's through your own thoughts or anything else, even actions, of course, could continue that cycle. You are at risk of remaining completely stuck. Okay, I did mention that cement box, and you can see here that this person in the card can't, well, actually what's interesting is they're sitting on a cement block. That's kind of weird that I was just talking about that. It's the same thing. All right, you can see the similarity with the block, the cement. Okay. So yeah, this is, I can feel it. It's very limiting. Feels heavy, feels like you're glued to the seat, feels like you can't move, there's stiffness. It's just all kinds of blockage and captivity, even though it's not as obvious as something like this, where it's like in ropes or feels like chains. It's not as obvious, but it's still pretty limiting. Almost to the point where it could feel paralyzing, but I don't know if all the time, but it can certainly feel that way, just very limiting. One other thing I'm noticing in your reading, I never really know if it's me, but I am having quite a bit of trouble speaking. So there could be a limitation here with your throat chakra, with speaking your truth or speaking up, speaking out in any way. So if you feel that resonates for you, you may want to practice clearing your throat chakra, writing things down, practice speaking them in the mirror, like anything that you have to say with regard to your situation, or any truths or feelings at all, or ideas at all that you want to speak to yourself, you know, just go for it. Just let it out and practice letting out that energy. With regular practice, it should help. But also, I want to add, do some nice deep breathing and relax your physical body, because what I'm feeling here is it's like an anxious thing. Like for me, the feeling I'm getting as I'm stumbling internally with these words is a bit of that kind of anxiety. So you may want to do some relaxation beforehand. Okay, so we do have an answer for the positive and the negative, so I want to get a little bit more positive, and then I'll get final advice for you guys, okay? Let's use the Gilded Tarot today, like I did yesterday. Spirit, what other positive things are they manifesting, successfully manifesting in their lives moving forward? Yeah, so there will be freedom, I feel. I do feel that there will ultimately be this freedom, especially of this stuckness. But again, I do think that it will be gradual. So if you want to even help that process, not exactly speed it up, but if you want to help this process, you just have to take one step, okay? One thought can help. If we have one either positive thought, that can absolutely help. But for you guys in particular, action, one small step will be helpful here. Can you tell us any final messages of what they're manifesting? What are they successfully manifesting? Okay, really, really beautiful. You have here the Temperance card. So in addition to all this other stuff, and I guess it is very much the same energy, you're manifesting your healing, okay? You're manifesting healing and balance. Remember before I said, I think peace, balance, and harmony, one of those things. So this was with another person and or environment, but it's also with yourself. Okay, so another thing I'm getting with this Temperance card, interestingly, is I think that some of you, not all of you, maybe like, I don't know, it could be kind of half of you. I feel like you're manifesting something on a deeper level with your creativity. If you happen to be an artist or, sorry, there's a lot of traffic at this hour. If you happen to be an artist or like work with colors in any way or something that flows, you are manifesting that expression, that creativity, and that inspiration. So it's really nice. One more thing, and then we'll get some advice. Okay, anything else, Spirit? What are they successfully manifesting, positive manifestations? Okay, this is really, this is so beautiful. Let me see. Okay, it's a two-part answer here. So the first one is kind of going back to the entire situation. We have here the 9 and 10 of Cups. So you're manifesting, one, your own happiness, your fulfillment, just by yourself in your own life, and then here you're manifesting a happy outcome or happy family or happy situation, you know, in the future. Okay, so that's what I think you're manifesting. Remember that one I feel is going to really require going with the flow, going with your intuition, facing some fears. So that's a lot to kind of, you know, put into practice, but you do have the Magician. Okay, so this Magician is the manifestation card, but it's also the card of your own personal power. So you can kind of see here the focus and the power it takes to sort of work with the 4 elements, right? So this is the final thing. So it's kind of funny to me. You're manifesting your manifestation power. So I think that on some deeper level, you are, it's kind of it's like a faint energy. I do think that you're manifesting meeting yourself. You're manifesting looking into the mirror of yourself and knowing what you can do. But again, it's really hard to grasp this. I'm feeling it beneath the very deep layers, like it's really down there within the ultra deep conscious or wherever, like the really deep subconscious. So it may take some time for you to feel that. It may take some time even for that to resonate, even though it might sound familiar, but to really come up. You may even need to watch this like within 6 months to a year from now, but this is something that I think is going to be a thing. It's going to be a reality for you more and more and more as the months go by. Okay, so final message of advice. I think I'm going to actually use the wisdom of the oracle. Spirit, can we have just one card as advice for group 1? Okay, so your advice card, you have here Unfinished Symphony. Two ways that this could go. Either they want you to finish something positive or walk away from something negative. So this unfinished symphony this is your symphony. This is your flow. This is your creation, your path, right? So if something is not working for you, if something is keeping you stuck and blocked, this is what they want you to have closure on. They want you to close up that symphony and just walk away from it. And then find the path where you had this unfinished business with yourself, this unfinished path of either creativity or some positive action goal, and they want you to continue with that. Again, the best way to do it, some of you can do more than just like a small step, but I feel like the majority of you guys watching, the best way to do this is to take just one small step towards this, because that is going to be the seed for you. And then that seed is it's going to bloom when the time is right. Okay, so group 1, this reading was really actually very beautiful and very interesting. So let me know your thoughts if you'd like below. And remember, it's a general reading. Info for personal readings is always below. There should still be some slots open for November. And if you would like to join the Facebook group, the info is below as well. Okay, so, and any other links that you might need. Thank you guys so much. I'm sending you love, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the salt. So apparently the salt, I don't get this from like the grocery store. This is like from, which I don't know if you can use that kind of salt, but this is from a spiritual store, and it comes in like this coarse little chunks and stuff, and apparently it helps to absorb negativity and things like that. And I don't know, I tried it when I first started doing some tarot, and I don't know, I think it helps. Maybe you guys have some opinions on it. Spirit, this reading is for group number 2, please, our salt group. And what are they manifesting? Please provide us clear guided messages for group 2. Thank you. Yeah, like if you take an Epsom salt bath or like anything with salt, apparently it helps to absorb negativity, and I do think that it helps a lot. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to first focus on probably the positive things you're manifesting, that you're successfully coming into being, making a reality. And then we're going to look at what negative things you're unintentionally manifesting as well. Spirit, for group number 2, our salt group, what are they manifesting? What positive things are they currently manifesting and successfully manifesting? Group 2, thank you. Oops. Sorry in advance if there's traffic sounds outside. It's kind of busy at this hour. Okay, so group 2, you have here the 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the Lovers. So I think that for some of you, an obvious message here, this won't be for everyone, but an obvious message that I saw here was that you're trying to have some sort of movement. You're manifesting movement, or even it could be travel. I don't know if it's particularly with your family or something with your job, or even like one person you're close to, like maybe your partner or like a best friend or a family member. All of these cards are highly positive. Lots of beautiful, warm energy coming from these 3 cards. And speaking of warm, I did see the Sun card at the bottom. Oh, Page of Pentacles too. So yes, so what you're manifesting here is a lot of fortune, okay? I think you're manifesting several things at once because this is all quite distinct to me, but overall you're manifesting and successfully prosperity into your life, movement and or travel, maybe relocation if some of you want to move and, you know, just go a completely different place. And then here, lots of love, balance, passion, all kinds of beautiful warmth, like I said. So we're going to get a little bit more detail, but so far I feel like this is what you're calling into being, and I do think that this will happen for you. Can you tell us more, if it hasn't already? So if for some of you, you already have like the type of energy that you want in that area of your life. So for example, you're happy with your job, your prosperity, or you're happy with whatever it is, like soul connections. It could just be adding to it, okay? Can we have more, please? What are they manifesting? What positive things are they manifesting? Group 2, please. Okay, so with this World card here, I am kind of feeling that a lot of you are manifesting completely new adventures, experiences, or chapters of your life, okay? We have Temperance, and then we have the 10 of Swords. So I do feel like this is probably hand in hand here. The 10 of Swords is like the aches and pains of the past. Some of you, I don't know if that resonates with you in a physical sense, because I suppose there's a reason why I said aches and pains. I've never said that with the 10 of Swords. So yes, you're manifesting a lot of healing, peacefulness. What else? Let me see here. And with the World card, these two definitely are showing closure, the ending of cycles, the ending of stresses, like a particular stressful or painful cycle. Okay, so I think that the vibe that I'm getting from you guys is like I think you're a very practical person. I think you're very logical. There's a lot of common sense in terms of what you want to manifest. In other words, you're manifesting what's healthy for you. You're manifesting what's right for you and what you know will be in your highest good. And there's no mystery here. This is like straight to the point. You're kind of like, what do I need to do or bring to make my life better, to live up to my best and highest potential? And I see that this is working for you. So again, like the common sense, obvious thing that I think that you're doing and like the way that you live your lives is kind of like, if you can see that something isn't working for you, if you can see that something is heavy, doesn't serve you, I feel like you're able to understand that immediately. If not immediately, then at least, you know, pretty quickly. And you're able to put out these positive thoughts and say, you know, spirit guides or universe or whoever, please help me to do this. And I can see that this is working for you. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, anything else specific? Anything else specific that they're manifesting and successfully creating? Okay, so we have another. That's nice. You see the Fool. So it fits perfectly with all of this. This is new beginning. This is adventure. This is freedom of burden. There's also a little hint of you're manifesting better support and guidance from the universe. It feels to me like you want the universe to catch you as you fly, as you jump off the unknown cliff and stuff. It's like a hammock, you know, like a safety net. So you're manifesting safety in a sense of in the unknown journey of life, in your spiritual path. You're manifesting the best possible odds to succeed, and that's really interesting. So I think that this one is a little bit more on the subconscious level. You probably don't realize that you're doing it, or that you don't consciously think about it, but your energy says this is what your energy is bringing. It wants all of this included here on the Fool card. Okay, you also have the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, and the Ace of Pentacles. So again, all in all, I feel that you are doing a really great job of manifesting what is healthy for you, and again, what is in your highest good. You keep having these travel indicators here, 8 of Cups. So again, it doesn't have to always be physical travel, but I do kind of think for some of you, I mean, I don't know, like there is something here about movement. Can you please tell us about the 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups? Ace of Swords. There's some kind of knowledge that you're going to be gaining from these experiences, this travel. Like there's an answer or knowledge that you're going to be gaining. Anything else? Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced. See, Knight of Swords, again, movement. Seven of Cups. And then the Page of Pentacles. So I just think that this is an opportunity, or like for some of you, either travel or vacation or relocation or anything having to do with movement is going to be really important on a three-dimensional level in gaining some kind of an answer or an opportunity. So that is just like a little bonus message here that I got for you guys. But this I don't think is manifestation. I think this is more of taking action or just like kind of observing it. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to know for what they're positively manifesting? Anything else? Yeah, same thing. Same exact thing. You're trying to gain your happiness, your fulfillment, and I think there's a hidden message about also finding where you belong, and that's probably where this happiness will come in, is when you discover where you belong, like your home, so to speak, or it could be literally your home. Okay, because I did see this at the bottom. I do feel like there was a lot of struggle for a while, and I think that you're kind of done with this. This is another thing that you're moving away from. Spirit, in terms of, is there anything at all that they could still be focusing on in a negative way or potentially negative way? Is there something that they're manifesting in a negative sense? There might not be anything, because this is really quite positive, but let's just check. Anything in this area? So you still got a very positive card. See, you're still moving towards your happiness, so that's really great news. The only little thing I'm getting, and for every group, I'm going to just phrase it in this way. It's a little bit of a friendly advisory here from your guides, from Spirit, is that if we continue to feed any kind of thought or energy, it does tend to become more and more real. So with this Knight of Swords, the only thing that I saw, it's like, honestly, it's very small. It's like a little glimmer, but it's still worth knowing, is it could be the energy of a little bit of rushing, you know? The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. There's not a lot of time to breathe or pause or, you know, just kind of take a look around. So if that resonates with some of you, well, it depends on kind of how much energy is going into this. Some of you may feel that you're kind of rushing through life. Maybe there's a bit of that anxiety when it comes to wanting to get things done quickly, okay? I don't think that's for everybody at all, but I think that, you know, that would be like the highest degree to this. So yes, again, be careful with what the energy that you feed, because there's no need to rush here. I think that everything is in divine timing. I'm kind of drawn to this now. Everything is in divine timing, and you'll notice all of the different guides, the spirit guides that are here to help you on your journey. Okay, everybody's here. You're not alone. You are being divinely supported many times over and over again. Okay, so this is not just one spirit guide watching over you. This is like everybody on your spirit team. And I think that many of you manifest that as well. You manifest help. Okay, I think I kind of mentioned that before. I think that you guys are unique because your method of manifestation, I think, is very proactive. I think I said before that you're practical. Excuse me, my throat's been acting up. So I see here that the method that you manifest is very powerful, especially uniquely to you. So if that does resonate, maybe let us know in the comments how you tend to manifest. I can't really think of things other than what I've already mentioned, like whether it's writing it down, speaking it aloud, visualizing it, and just taking action towards things. So maybe some of you do stuff with like little rituals or something having to do with your sleep and meditation, that would be cool. So yeah, definitely let us know if you have any tips, because I'd be interested in seeing that. So again, just, be careful if you are rushing through experiences, or you feel like you're anxious and rushing through life. Sometimes you don't need to do that. You can just really enjoy the day, like just enjoy the time, just breathe, take a look around you, and there's no need to rush. Everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. So we're gonna get for you one more message, and then I'll get a piece of advice from an oracle card. Spirit, is there anything else for them? Anything specifically that they're manifesting successfully moving forward? For group 2, salt. Okay, so you got the Page of Pentacles again. That's really promising. Okay, and then you got the Chariot. I really feel like you guys are on the move. You really do have a great momentum to you. It's quite interesting. So I do think that, not that you have your eye on the prize exactly, it's not that phrase. It's more like you just know what energy will benefit you. You know what's authentic to you. I think you know yourself very well. I feel like you know where your power lies. I feel like you know where your center is of your power, and you just go for it. Okay. And anytime that you don't follow this sort of like inner authenticity, I feel like you would then maybe become quite imbalanced quickly, but I think you come right back to it, or you know how, at least. So I think that just boom, like you guys got this. It's really nice. So the final thing, let's just get an advice card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, can we just have one message for group number 2 in terms of their manifestations? What is one final message of advice? Thank you. So bottom of the deck, I did notice the blessed card. You got 22. That's nice. It's like your angel number, and the time stamp was also 22. So that was kind of strange, but so that's really cool. So you already are blessed. So please, again, do not worry. Just, really enjoy the process. Now this one's a surprising one. This kind of did take me off guard. Let's look at this. It says not for you. Number 6. Not for you. So you have the little fortune cookie, you have the chessboard, and Spirit is trying to like completely redirect you here. I don't know what this is about, because this is going to be different for everyone, but what I can tell you is how you can figure this out. So as you can see from what I have told you, your intuition and your abilities really, really strong. So this should not take you too long to figure out. This is something that would only trip you up momentarily, and your intuition would still be present, but specifically an expectation took you off of your path. So if some of you, either in the recent past or even in the near future, this could still come up. So be careful, because it could come up it could come up pretty soon. There is a path or a decision that, again, your intuition was telling you one thing, your gut feeling was telling you something, but you expected something specific, and this is going to create, or has already created, a conflict. If this does come up for you, just really ask your gut, like, what are you trying to tell me? Say, well, I might think this, but what am I actually feeling? And I would like to draw you more cards, but again, this is going to be very specific, different for everyone. Is there any final message you have, please, for group 2? If that does happen, or if it already did, you can let me know, but we'll see. Okay, so you have the Emperor. The final thing here, this may have to do with something having to do with like control. So just remember that there's pretty much so many things that we cannot control. Things are out of our hands, like the flow of the universe. Certain things we can't really do anything about, and it's up to the universe, it's up to Spirit. So that's where we have to step back and completely just surrender, keep going with the flow, and kind of have and this is hard to do, but see if you can come up with a healthy balance of control in your life. Because if we don't have a healthy balance of control, within ourselves, our energy, our chakras, if we have too much or too little of anything, it creates a problem. It creates imbalance. It creates even health issues, right? So they're asking you to have a healthy balance of control. So try to go with the flow when you can, having balance of action, right? So what I'm trying to say is try to catch yourself if you start to feel like you're overthinking, overdoing, or worrying and obsessing, and like it can get really up there, right, about anything. So try not to think that you need all of the control, or that you have to control any situation. Dial it back, come back to center, and say, I can only do what I can do. I'm doing my best. The rest, I give it up to divine. All right. That was a hidden message. Kind of tripped me up too. I felt that there was a layer of anxiety. Yes, it was there. Okay, so group 2, that was a bonus message there that happened only at the final card. So this would go under the realm of like accidentally manifesting something negative. Surrender. That's the final advice. Surrender to things that you cannot control. And again, healthy balance of control is advised here. Ooh, that was hard to get out, that last card. So group 2, that's what I'm seeing for you. Really interesting stuff. Let me know if this resonated for you in the comments. And if you did find this helpful, please feel free to subscribe and share this with someone who you think would benefit from these messages. So if you want, you can join the Facebook group. It's linked below. And this was a general reading. If you want a personal reading, info is always below as well. I think there's still some slots open for November. Thank you guys, sending you love, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the herbs, the purification herbs. Okay, so let's take a look here. Spirit, this reading is for group 3, and what are they manifesting, please? Please provide us clear, guided messages for group number 3. Thank you. So, I don't know, like, I'm not really an expert on these at all, but sometimes I like to use stuff like that and burn that instead of sage, and then use my little smudging thing. Okay, Spirit, for group number 3, please. Can you tell us, what are they manifesting? What positive things are they manifesting successfully? Thank you. Group 3. Group 3 are purification herbs. What are they manifesting? Thank you. Okay, that kind of hit the jar a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. So, you got a mix of energy here. So, you have the 4 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Six of Wands. So 4, 5, 6 there. I didn't mean to do that. And then the King of Cups. This is really an interesting message. I can see that the first obvious thing here that you're manifesting is some kind of victory, some kind of recognition. Could be success, but the thing I have to figure out is what the King of Cups means for you, so I will get that. Over here, it does look like that you're manifesting some kind of rest. Okay, some of you, if you have been through some kind of loss lately, I feel that just by itself, your heart is manifesting rest, reprieve, or like, replenishment from this feeling. So I don't think that it's exactly what you're putting energy towards and manifesting it. I think that it's just what your heart is calling, is some kind of rest and healing, specifically of loss. Okay, if you haven't lost something or someone recently, this could also just be an overall feeling of longing or missing or sadness, something like that. So these are two kind of opposite things. So you guys got two messages in one pull. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Six of Wands and the King of Cups? What is the King of Cups especially, and what are they manifesting? Group 3, our herbs group, thank you. I guess it makes sense over here because the purification herbs, if you were to, get anything like this, it's to purify the energy, as it says. I don't know if hyssop is one of the herbs that I have there. Maybe there's sage in there. I really don't know. It's because it's a mix. But maybe on some level, that's why you were called to these herbs. It's because this is what's happening with your energy. You're manifesting clearing, like this. Like I'm feeling a clearing of burden. I'm feeling a clearing of a lot of things. Now that I'm kind of getting into that energy of these first two cards. Okay, first time this has happened, I was drawn to the pillow underneath the head. Like I didn't even notice ever that there was a pillow there. But I think that you're manifesting some type of new beginning with almost like a reincarnation, like a complete new beginning of self. But again, this feels to me like it's on a deeper level, that this is happening automatically. We'll probably get more on that, but I think that this is just what your soul, now it's not just your heart, it's your whole soul, is calling out for right now. Okay, so we have Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords. I'm pretty much thinking that something has happened here with possibly the King of Cups. So let's find out. Excuse me. So I think that something happened here. There was a wound of the heart. There was something halted you. Something halted your heart, your feelings, your emotions. Something halted your movement. And it was some kind of blockage, some maybe for some of you, it could have even been rejection. Maybe for some of you, if it's not resonating that King of Cups is a person or situation, it could even be something having to do with your own creativity or expression. Okay, because King of Cups could be so many things. But I'm thinking here that ultimately there was a feeling of some kind of hurt or rejection, or even for some of you, it could have been betrayal, but I'm feeling it was a little bit more of the first two things. Can you tell us more? King of Cups, who or what are you for group 3? Who or what? King of Cups. King of Cups, who are you or what are you? You have the 10 of Pentacles. And then you have the Four of Wands. So both of those cards call me to say that this is something having to do with either, well, man, it's kind of tough to say, but both of these cards give me a home-like vibe. Okay, so either it's something with home, something with a family member or like something with environment. Some of you, yes, it could be with work because of the pentacles, but it kind of just depends. I do think that this was either directly a person or at least a situation that relates to these areas that I just mentioned. Either way, I feel like in the recent time, there has been some kind of a discouragement happening, that you receive some kind of either criticism or low blow or whatever energy. And what you're manifesting now is kind of like picking yourself up from that, picking up your energy, right? Raising your vibration. And just to put it more simply, you're manifesting your success. And I think that this will happen. I also think this will happen too. It'll all kind of like continue to bloom. Is there anything in addition, please? Is there anything in addition to, let me get this one, hold on. Is there anything in addition to success? What else are they manifesting in a positive sense, please? Like you really want recognition. I think it's not just success. I think you want to be recognized. I think you want to be seen as the Six of Wands. You want to be seen in a higher esteem or whatnot. You have Page of Pentacles here. So although it could look like you're trying to manifest money, prosperity, wealth, whatever, that could be part of it, but I really think this is more of a perception thing. I think that you want at least one person, could be more than one person, could be like a group of people or like whatever, like an idea. I think that you're manifesting something about either your image or, I don't want to say your status, but it's almost like you want to prove yourself, to prove that you're worthy, to prove that you're, I don't know, like just to be seen, you know? Anything else that they're manifesting positively? I feel also on the Six of Wands, I'm getting this feeling that you're feeling alone, and that there's a lack of support. And that could be another reason why you just kind of want that energy itself to be seen, to be validated. So there's something there. Anything else they're manifesting, please? Group number 3. So you got the Knight of Cups again. I feel like you're manifesting some kind of movement towards reparation. Like, so in other words, healing, repairing something, whether it's your energy, your image. It could be something three-dimensional too. It could be something with work. It could be something with finances even. What else are they manifesting in a positive sense, please? Okay. So, let's see. We have here the High Priestess, Three of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles. Okay. This one, I think, well, these two for sure. I think that this is coming from a deeper layer. I think that you're manifesting a spiritual awakening. That's how I'm seeing this. I don't think you're doing this on purpose. Some of you could be, but like you're manifesting some kind of expansion, a rising higher. Yes, it could be a spiritual awakening. Others of you, it could be rising above a particular battle, struggle, burden, something that has been really weighing you down, holding you back, obviously like preventing you from moving forward, especially with the Knight of Cups energy. Like you want to repair. Can you please tell us more about this message? What are they manifesting? Page of Wands. I keep getting this feeling that you're trying to get to know yourself better. Like you're trying to manifest a stronger connection with yourself. I feel like your higher self is wanting to speak to you, and you're trying to like, I feel like you're trying to reach out towards yourself. You're trying to reach for you, but I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you're aware that you're doing this, but I think that you're trying to find you, like literally meeting with your own energy. Can you tell us a little bit more? Anything else? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I think you're trying to find your path. So it took me a while to get to these messages because this energy seemed hard to grasp for some reason. So I don't know if there's like something that's distracting you or if you feel kind of foggy lately, but I think that you're trying to manifest a higher spiritual self and your own unique path and purpose, but specifically the sight for that. So like the clarity of that path. That's more specifically what I think you're manifesting. That was tough. That was really tough to get those messages. It's like it was oh my goodness. I don't know if it was like it wasn't in limbo. It was just sort of sticky. Like I really can't describe this to you, but it was so hard to get these messages. So I don't know if your energy has been feeling stagnant or really wounded lately or in a daze or something like that, but I was having such a hard time getting the messages. Okay. Is there anything that they're unintentionally negatively manifesting? Any negative things they're unintentionally manifesting? Group 3. Okay, so you have the 5 of Cups again on the bottom. 10 of Wands beneath that, yeah. Okay. It's a rough energy. So, we do have the Judgment card. So this fits in with what I said with the spiritual awakening. The other groups didn't get that. So for you guys uniquely, you're manifesting your own spiritual awakening. Now, I did say that this is something like maybe negative. So here's how it becomes that. It's because we have the 2 of Swords. And we did get the Chariot. I am going to note, even though I'm kind of iffy about reversals, it was kind of already flipped upside down. But even either way, I'm kind of getting a shaky feeling from the Chariot card. So the only way that you would feed into this, I would say maybe negative thought, or like at least limiting thought. This is regarding your spiritual awakening. This is regarding your path. The only way that you would feed into this negative energy is by the 2 of Swords. If you think any kind of doubtful thoughts towards yourself or towards your path or towards spirituality in general. Okay, so like if you find yourself saying like, well, I don't think I can do that, or I am, not good enough for this, or that's not for me, or spirituality stuff, like anything about spirituality, you're like, oh, that's not real, or that's not really important, that's not a sign, that's, anything like this, any kind of language that has to do with that. You could be unintentionally manifesting your own blind spot or your own, how can I say, your own preventing, you're preventing your growth, you're preventing your ascension or your spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So you're stunting yourself, or you could end up stunting yourself if you feed into those doubts or those insecurities. That's what Spirit is saying. Is there anything else that they need to know? And then we'll get an advice. Anything else that they might be manifesting in a negative sense, or any other messages? So it's giving me the same message. I'm getting a really powerful vision on some level. I feel that you may have had some powerful visions at some point in your life for yourself. We have Strength, we have 10 of Pentacles. So this is a lot of prosperity, fortune, blessing. You can see it's literally a treasure chest of Pentacles. And with the Strength card here, it kind of goes without saying, the strength, the courage, the passion here. However, it's limited again by the 8 of Swords, and you'll see the blindfold. So there's 2 cards that feature that, the blindfold or the blind spot, and the swords that are restricting. Okay, so yes, it could be restricting in terms of the mind, in terms of the thoughts. Now, I will point out that many of you have been dealing with situations that are limiting for you. And obviously that's like nobody's fault if you're like if you've been stuck in a situation and you didn't choose this. So that's why it could be really limiting, or feel limiting and discouraging, and you might be kind of stuck in that Five of Cups energy. So the message that Spirit has for you here is that although you may have kind of landed in that situation, from now on, you can begin little by little to actually manifest your way towards freeing yourself. So the first way to do that is perhaps to remove the blindfold, okay? To begin to manifest sight and clarity and clearing of the path, clearing of blockages and obstacles, and really grasping your chance at prosperity, really grasping, your path itself, knowing that you are more than your 3D circumstances, and that everything in itself, everything begins as an energy. We are first and foremost energy and a soul versus just like our physical vessel. Same goes for our circumstances too. So think of things in terms of energy, and you can begin to create clearing for you in the near future. That's a really encouraging thought. So, Spirit, do you have any final advice for group number 3? And yeah, I am feeling called to tell you that, it's kind of hard to come by purification herbs, but if you can just simply take a walk in the park, go near nature, any kind of clearing elements, the breeze, the sky, the clouds, like anything at all that you can help to clear your energy first, your aura, and your mind through meditation. I always talk about the same stuff. That will be another step towards clearing this energy. Can you tell us a final advice for group number 3? Group 3, final message, final advice. Okay. This is the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, so you got the community card. Your final advice is going to sound a bit cliche, but they're saying that you may need help. You may need support, okay? I always say the first place that we can receive support is always through divine and our spirit guides, our team, universe. There's always the spiritual aspect of support and community. And then, of course, there's the 3D aspect of this. So if you do have people, 3D people, who can support you, anyone who's like-minded, similar in their energy, now would be the time to open yourself to this, or to even seek this kind of support. And speaking of support, I don't know if you guys saw, but in the last video, 2 days ago, I linked the Facebook group that I started. So I specifically created it for a place that we can support each other, because life is not easy, and we shouldn't have to do it alone, and we can't do it alone. We just can't. So that is the final thing, to seek support, community, or at least to be open to it, to begin to be open to it. Okay, so group 3. Again, I struggled a little bit here to get some of the messages. It didn't feel like it was flowing. So if you do feel like you're a little bit foggy or in a daze, or if you feel blocked entirely, try to clear your energy, try to clear your mind, let go, release, surrender, breathe. Pretty soon I will do a reading on what's blocking you. I've done it before, but I want to do another one. Remind me if I forget, but to just see what could be blocking you. Okay, so this is a general reading, might not resonate 100%. Personal reading info is below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you next time, and I'm sending you so much love and light, okay? And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the black candle wax. So let's shuffle, and I'm going to start off with the positive manifestations. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, please, and what they're manifesting. Please provide us clear, guided messages for group 4. Thank you. Spirit, for group number 4, please, can you tell us what positive things are they manifesting and successfully? Thank you. Thank you. Group 4, our black candle wax group. Kind of looks like licorice in there. I don't know why I said that. Spirit. Oh, actually, come to think of it, I think I was feeling a little witchy from group number 3, the herbs. But licorice is something I've seen in the witch books, like to do certain rituals. That's probably why I said that. Spirit, can you tell us for group number 4, please, what are they manifesting? What positive things are they manifesting and successfully, please? Group 4, candle, black candle wax. Wow. Okay, let's pause there. So, whoopsie. So we have here, okay, this is really, the energy is making me smile. I don't even know what I'm looking at yet, and I was just like, this feels good. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Moon, and then you have Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups. So 2 aces there, I think, is a really good sign. And especially this Destiny card I'm seeing here. Now, the only thing that I'm a little confused about is probably the Moon card. So I'll start over here. With this 10 of Pentacles and the Moon, I do kind of think that here, what you're manifesting is finding your way. I think one of the other groups did get that, but for you guys, it looks like you're really eagerly searching to find your soul. And in doing this, and I think that this is a successful manifestation, I think this is going to happen, and actually pretty soon too. I think that this is such a big energy that it's kind of struggling to come out. Like, this is not only a spiritual awakening, this is like a spiritual rebirth. This is like a reinvention of self. And it's kind of funny because like my eyes even went wide. Like, I feel like you're going to wake up. So this is the Moon card, and I do see that you're talking with yourself, like you've encountered a part of yourself. This could be a long lost part of yourself. It could even be your higher self. But I feel like you are the spirit of this wild wolf in the Moon card, and you're howling up at the moon, and you're trying to find home, whatever that is, whatever that could be, and you're trying to find this within yourself. So I think that maybe in the past there could have been trying to seek it outside, maybe through work or success and money, or maybe relationships, whatever it was, or just anything within the 3D realm. But here I'm seeing this as internal riches. Like, this is you seeking the richness of your own soul. And I think that, well, this is going to depend, right? But I think that for some of you, if you've been missing this for a very long time, the way that it's going to feel when it opens up for you is going to be ridiculously fulfilling. That's why when I was holding the first 3 cards, I was smiling really big. Like, I felt your joy. I felt the connection. You're connected to your higher self here. You're connected to divine. It's just a feeling of complete elation. So although this could look like 3-dimensional things, like maybe, it could be. Like, it could be the start of a fresh career. It could be the start of fresh love or connection or healing. I really feel that it begins within yourself. So this is your heart. This is your soul just completely being reborn. It does actually feel like a new soul. And that's kind of funny because just yesterday, a friend of mine used that phrase, and I didn't know that this is how it worked, but I mean, maybe this is her perspective. I don't know if this is like a common thing to know, but she said something like, with each soul awakening, or like when we kind of rise higher more and more, she said that the old soul leaves and then another one comes in. So I really don't know how it works, but for me, it kind of feels like every time there's a spiritual awakening in any way, kind of feels like the old skin is being shed, you know, and there's something cleaner and brighter that is showing itself beneath that. Okay. So that all of that just came out with just these cards. It's really exciting and very beautiful. Okay, so so this is what you are manifesting currently. It's a little bit of everything, but it's a whole new you. Okay, I am called to get the Gilded for you, the Gilded Tarot. They have another version of this too, the Gilded Royale, just letting you know, because it can get confusing. Okay, that was kind of funny. This card just like spit out. I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw how that card just spit out. I didn't even have to shuffle for it, but I'm laughing because it's an inside joke with a lot of people who call themselves like chronic pile fours. You got the Lovers card here, and it's quite a Lovers card. It's kind of like a little hot and steamy on this card. It's very passionate, okay? So, sorry, I'm only laughing because it's just sort of this, for those of you that this is going to resonate, it's a little bit of a relentless message for, sometimes the group fours is like, there's this message of an incredibly intense, powerful soul connection with somebody, whether it's a romantic thing or not, but this is just like, it's burning bright. So I think that it could be two things. So like relating to what I said already, this could be manifesting a new passionate relationship with your own soul, your own creativity, your own path and ideas, and your ability to take power in your life, to take control in your life in a way that you never ever have seen, right? Amazing message there. Now, the other side of it could be an obvious romantic love message or soul connection message with whatever kind of relationship. That is another thing you could be manifesting as well. Now, if that's the case, if you are manifesting that, whether it's conscious or not, oh my goodness, look at that. You have the Nine of Cups here, fulfillment, happiness, joy, and then you have yet another connection card. Like you could consider it a love card, Two of Cups. Okay, so if Ten of Cups, oh my goodness, that's funny, which is another like kind of a similar card. But if that is what you feel you're manifesting, if you feel that message resonates for you, this is, I just wanted to add that this is not just any soul connection. This is the soul connection. So again, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. This is bright and burning type of a connection. So passionate, so there's really no words to justify this, but like, or to do it justice, I should say. But it's like the sun, you know, it's of the heavens, like it's ridiculously powerful. I'm noting in the background of this card that you have the two dolphins, okay? So I don't really know much about dolphin symbolism, but I'm assuming it may have something to do with either their intelligence or their sense of play. So it's just like very intellectually stimulating and playful and passionate connection, okay? So, whew, all of this is what you're manifesting, and you will definitely get there. Just keep going, doing whatever you're doing in your highest good. Just go with your gut, you know, just keep moving forward. Anything else that we need to know about what they're manifesting, group 4, please? I feel like you are probably on some level manifesting protection. And I say that because you got the black candle wax, which is from my candle, the protection candle. I think a lot of people do manifest protection, but I think for you guys, you really need it, or you have needed it, or you will still need it from shadow forces. What else? What are they manifesting? Okay, you have the moon card again. Okay, it looks quite different here. You have the moon, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. This one is a different message, though. Justice at the bottom, so another scales reference there. Six of Pentacles has the scales. So with this moon card, you're actually, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but it could be on the subconscious level. I think that you're manifesting staying hidden, and this is for your protection. Okay, so it does go well with what I just said. It does fit well. So you're manifesting staying out of sight, staying hidden from maybe turmoil or like any kind of negative forces, like could be shadows, could be like the Devil card energy, where I guess, I don't know if this is literal or not, but it kind of feels like, I don't know if you've been feeling like something has been kind of like out to get you in some way, whether it's like bad moods, bad energy, or I should say negative energy or negative events, you know. I feel like you've been a little bit afraid that that's trying to get you and stuff. All you're trying to do here is you're trying to manifest stability, lots and lots of stability and balance, and it's working, actually. That's how you're going to stay safe, by staying balanced, grounded, staying in the center. So it's almost like it's like you're in the eye of the storm. You're kind of like at 0 degrees on the number line, and you're not going forward, backward, or it's not positive or negative. You're just safe in 0, you know? Okay. Is there anything that they need to know about what they could be unintentionally manifesting that could be considered negative, Spirit? Group 4, candle wax group. You got the Three of Swords on the bottom. And then you got the Three of Pentacles. And then you got the Three of Wands. Got 3 threes there. And then you got the Magician. Okay. I'm not really sure if this is going to resonate, but it feels like you're distancing yourself from other people. But I'm not seeing this as necessarily a negative thing or a negative manifestation either. So for you guys, you may not even really have an answer for what's negative that's being brought up here. But I think what you're trying to do in the Magician card is you're trying to kind of like really focus your own actions, manifestations themselves, energy, thought process. Like you're trying to kind of distance yourself from everybody. But the only way that this, I would say, could be negative is if you're trying to distance yourself even from people's ideas or help. Like if other people are trying to legitimately help you and they care for you, and they have some ideas for you, Spirit is asking you to just simply listen, you know, turn back around and listen to what they're saying. But it really just kind of depends. Just try to note if that could be happening. Like ask yourself, are you acting out of a space of like whatever, like pride or ego? Are you ignoring good intentions? You know, whatever it could be. I just feel like there's a level of running away or solitude here. Again, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing always, but it just depends on how it affects you. Can you just give us a little more clarity of what they could be manifesting if it's negative? Group 4. You got the 3 again. Okay. That's a little odd. Okay, so you got the 3 of Cups and you got the King of Swords. 3, 3, 3 again. Okay, I think I know what to say. It's not showing me this, but it's making me feel this. So, again, some of you may not feel like this resonates. However, if you watch this again in a couple weeks or months, it may resonate. I think that there is distance here, but I think that on some level, there could be a distance that you may be unintentionally creating with your spirit guides and with spirit itself. Over here, I think I kind of talked about the fact that you were connected. So this is a bit of like a future manifestation where it's coming up. It is successfully being created. But in the present, you may feel disconnected. You may feel like, you know, like you have to do this yourself. Or you may not even believe in certain things anymore or at all, right? So again, that really just depends. Like what is your belief system? But either way, Spirit is asking you to kind of look at this and say, like, is there parts of this path that you feel like you have to do completely on your own? Do you feel like you're being ignored or neglected or not seen in some way? If that's how you feel, I can say I get why, because that's how anyone would feel if they have to continue with painful cycles, right? I think that's how anybody might feel. But what they're saying is that this is not the case. They want you to listen to them in a different way, and I can see that that's confirmed here because you have 3 3s in a row. And I think one group last night got that, so this may extra resonate for you. But what I'm trying to say with the 3 3s is that this is a synchronicity. This is a sign. Yes, it could be probability with just math, but I think that there's more to it than that. Like, I think that in the recent or in the coming weeks or days, you could be seeing things that are actually like there are synchronicities from your guides. They're trying to show you something, right? But the question is, are you ready to see it, hear it, or feel it? Are your eyes open to see them? Are your ears open to listen to it? You know, whatever it could be. So whether it's like song lyrics or something weird happening to you when you're just going about your day, I don't know. I feel like some of you are just not wanting to be convinced yet. And some, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like for everybody, but I did kind of get this little hint of either skepticism, or some of you, it might feel like you're, I don't know, like pessimistic or cynical sometimes. It's hard to kind of pinpoint, but that's not all the time. It's just that sometimes that could cause a disconnect for you. It could drive a wedge between you and your guides and spirit. So spirit is asking you to just notice this, see if this is the case. It might not be, but see if this is the case. And if anything, and this goes for all of you, the next couple days or weeks, pay attention, and they're going to give you something. They're going to show you something. Okay, if you want to know what that is, I do have other pick a cards for this topic. What signs will you receive? But honestly, you just have to just let this happen, because I feel like if you look into it, it may not even really come through. It'll feel forced. Are there any final messages for this part? Well, again, I do feel like this is going to work in your favor. Like all of this positive manifestation here is going to work in your favor tenfold. You got the Ace of Pentacles again, and you got the 6 of Wands. So this is really an amazing manifestation coming into reality here. This is new beginning, success, prosperity, victory. Okay? In whatever way you were focusing on, because you can sort of bend the manifestation to your will, I think. Again, amazing message there. One last thing, again, what I said to everybody, be careful with negative beliefs, whether they're conscious or subconscious, because that's how I feel manifestation works. The more that we feed into any of those, the more likely it's willing to bloom, right? Because it's like our garden. We're blooming, we're growing something. So the final thing that I'm going to get for you is some advice from the wisdom of the oracle. Spirit, can you give us any final pieces of advice, final messages of advice? Group 4. Oh, you got 2. Well, this is encouraging, and I love this, so I'm going to show you the bottom deck energy is regeneration. Okay, so that's you, and oh my gosh, did I say that? I did say that, didn't I? Down here, I think I said a total rebirth. So this is you. This is you regenerating yourself, becoming reborn. I don't know how rebirths really work, but I think that this is you're willfully creating a rebirth here and now in this lifetime, okay? So your final 2 cards here of advice, you've got deep knowing, number 43, and then you got number 12, a change in the wind. So in terms of advice, follow your deep knowing, follow your intuition. This does have to do with creating a change in your life or feeling and discovering a change within yourself. Either way, you already have a huge piece of knowledge within you, within your soul's like DNA or whatever. Like it's within you. This is very real, and it's something that you don't have to go out and seek. You just have to peel it open. Okay, so like let it bloom, let it unfold. That's the final piece of advice. Okay, so that's a bit mysterious. Actually, a lot of this is a little mysterious. So I do hope that this resonated. Group 4, that's the reading that I have for you. I hope it helped. If you did find this helpful, feel free to subscribe and share with someone you think might benefit from these messages. Final thing, this is a general reading, and personal reading info is below. Some slots should be still open. And we did start the Facebook group for extra support, just like in the collective. It's linked below as well. Thank you guys so much. I'm sending you so much love. Best of luck on this journey, and I would really like to know what's going on for you, so leave us a comment below if you feel called. Okay, thank you once again, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.